Ladies and gentlemen, the Green Party candidate for President of the United States, Jill Stein.
You know, we are on two pathways to the same future, to the same community, the same society, to an America and a world that works for all of us. I did not have belief in the parties at all and wasn't interested in them, and sort of got tricked into running by the Green Party that said, we appreciate the work that you're doing, and I was fighting polluting incinerators and coal plants and working for health care. I'm a medical doctor by training and profession. I used to practice clinical medicine. Now I say I'm practicing political medicine because it's the mother of all illnesses. And we got to fix that one first. Anyhow, so having watched, at that point, I was recruited to run as a Green, and I did. But having done that, I started watching and paying close attention. And what really kind of ended it for me in terms of thinking about the Democratic Party as a possible future was when they killed campaign finance reform in my home state in Massachusetts, where we had passed the Clean Elections Law and had passed campaign finance. And the Democrats, which were about 85% of our legislature, we had passed it as a referendum by a huge margin, like 2-1, and then the Democratic legislature repealed it. After we, the people, had passed it, they repealed it on a voice vote, and that was that. And to me, that said the change was not going to happen inside the Democratic Party. And I continued at that point to build a party that supports the agenda that Senator Sanders is running on, but he is making a valiant effort to really advance the revolution in a party that's kind of counter-revolutionary to look at its history. Right. And what he's running up against right now is very much what happened to all the other really inspired progressive campaigns that have happened since George McGovern won as the peace nominee in 1972. It was at that time that the superdelegates and the Super Tuesdays were created to establish a really steep playing field against a grassroots campaign getting the nomination again. And it has been successful ever since. And the campaign against Jesse Jackson, who was running a very powerful, inspired and winning campaign, winning many Midwestern primaries, until the DNC took out a smear campaign against him, and for no good reason accused him of being an anti-Semite and basically brought him down in public opinion polls and buried him. And the same thing, with Howard Dean, who at the time, was the peace candidate, and he was the victim of the Dean Scream, if people remember the Dean Scream, which was a completely concocted smear campaign in order to knock him down. Dennis Kucinich got redistricted and just knocked out of, political life altogether. So it creates a pattern that, to me has really reinforced the idea that if we're going to build a revolution, we really need a revolutionary party to do it in. Nice.